learning how to rage bait honestly might be a better strat than learning how to get good at rivals. And in this episode of Shy's Yap Session, that's what we're going to talk about. And if you guys are new here, this is a series where I yap about a topic, and you turn me on in the background while you do something else. Or, if you really want to, you can watch some mid-gameplay. Let's get right into it. First of all, yes, this is an entire yap session about rage baiting. Yeah, it's exactly what everyone wanted. I know. I was looking at someone play Rage Bait Spider-Man. Tons of popular YouTube videos on it. And the general concept of Rage Bait Spider-Man honestly works for every single hero. Now, yes, Spider-Man, you can really be annoying with it. You can fly in, do whatever, and just leave, and pretty much have no repercussions for it. But the idea behind Rage Bait Spider-Man, or Rage Bait anything, is genius. And it's the reason why so many people are able to climb with terrible stats. You know, you could have stats with like 3 final blows, 6 kills, but you had insane impact on your team, even if, you know, they don't believe you. They're thinking, yeah, you're welcome, Spider-Man, we carried you. Meanwhile, the enemy team hates you, and your team has no clue why. Now, if you don't know what the art of rage baiting is, or the art of Rage Bait Spider-Man, you pretty much just irritate the enemy team, poke them, punch them, mess with them, make them look at you, anything. Just to, hey, pay attention to me. And once you do that, then you take advantage of it, right? You can go for a kill, you can do whatever you need to do from there, or if you're not in bronze, your teammates will clean up because you'll make so much space by pulling their attention. And it's pretty much the art of, I don't have to be good. I just gotta irritate you and make you stop being good as well. And honestly, whoever first started doing Rage Bait Spider-Man as a playstyle, genius. Great idea. Because, dude, it works so well. Even myself, the amount of times I was just playing the other day, I was facing a Spider-Man. All he would do is tickle us a little bit and run away. The amount of times he would jump through our team, uppercut us all, maybe try to pull one of us off the map and just leave. And he'd do that 10 times. You know, it got to a point where I switched to Punisher. I was like, you know what? Come on, do it. I dare you. And I found myself falling for Rage Bait Spider-Man. He went from doing no damage to doing no damage, but getting me to look at him with my shotgun. And that stopped me from shooting the enemy tanks, supports, anything. And it pretty much pulled my attention on someone that I'm probably not going to kill anyways. And that's the whole idea of Rage Bait Spider-Man. You're getting people to look away. You're getting people to stop paying attention to everything else and give their attention to you. And if they don't give their attention to you, if you're actually a decent Spider-Man, you get a kill. And this is honestly something that I don't know why people don't apply for every role. I think you could do this on almost anybody, unless you have like zero movement, but even then I think you still can. Let me give you an example. Have you ever had a Moon Knight on a roof? The Spider-Man map where you push the cart, then they push the cart. Forgot the name of the map, but he sits on the roof, he's chucking onks at you, doing tons of damage or doing some damage, just being annoying. Then you try and get him, and he just cowabungas over the roof to run away. And you end up never killing him. He's just a pest. It's pretty much, that's Rage Bait Moon Knight. You know, I just made the next YouTube video. Rage Bait Moon Knight. That would be a good idea. Someone needs to make a whole channel for that. Maybe I should, right? I kind of play Rage Bait Moon Knight, but I actually kill them. Yeah, speaking of that, dude, the Moon Knight changes. He's a monster now. He really is just a monster. His ultimate kind of stinks now unless you're comboing. I don't really like it. I still get kills consistently with it, but it's harder than it was before, in my opinion. But it works. Rage Bait works so well because even if you get no kills, even if you don't pull attention, if you mess with someone enough, and an example of it is, have you ever had a Spider-Man that's spawn trapping you? You irritate somebody so much that it tilts them. I've had games where I load into the match, 5 seconds in, someone says, ban Spider-Man or I'm throwing. Ban Spider-Man or I'm throwing. It's like, but why? But why would you do that? I just faced this guy as Spider-Man. He spawn trapped me 6 times. All right, bro. So you're telling me he lives so rent-free in your head that, one, if he gets to play the game again on the character that he did it to you on, you will throw the game. And 2, you remembered his player card because the dude has his name hidden and his level and his rank. You're sick. You got something wrong with you, man. But this is the reality of Rage Bait Spider-Man. Even like Rage Bait Panther, it works because, I mean, that's just Panther. He's just a tickle monster. He's like, oh, look at me, I'm leaving. Even if he does nothing. The whole key idea behind it is you fry their mental. And mental with Rage Bait Spider-Man, it's proven how important it is. Because your mental can be the difference between you top fragging, it can be the difference between you ranking up, you know? I have a guy that he hit Eternity like 150 or something last season 1.5. Meanwhile, the guy has went on like 20 loss streaks. 20 game loss streaks, by the way. No, I don't mean like 20 of them individually. 20 game loss streaks. And then a guy he queues with, he also went from that to like 150, Eternity 150 or something, maybe even higher, down to Celestial 3. And then back up to Eternity. If that's not Diamond, Bulletproof, Immortal, Emma Frost, I don't know, dude. Yeah, get it, Diamond. Emma Frost, you get it? You get it? But if that isn't Diamond mental, I don't know what is. Because that's insane. I would have deleted the game and started playing Terraria. I would have went back to modded Minecraft, bro. CurseForge would have saw me install it again. Because there is no way my mental is good enough to say, yeah, I've lost all these games, but I'll keep queuing. And that's the thing about Rage Bait Spider-Man, or Rage Bait anything. It plays off of you losing your mental. It plays off of you looking at the Spider-Man too much, or looking at the character too much, paying too much attention to them, and letting them get in your head pretty much. And you should start applying it to every character. If you're playing, let's say, Hela, and their Hela keeps ego peeking you. If you don't know what ego peeking is, basically peeking you over and over again because their ego, they're trying to prove something. They can prove that they can beat you or whatever they're trying to prove. That's pretty much ego peeking. They keep ego peeking you because you beat them twice and now it's like, no, I gotta fight for that Hela diff. I need to be able to type it in chat, you know? And I've done it, trust me, I've done it plenty. I've been, oh, there's the Hela, let me make sure I kill her like 5 times so I could type Hela diff at the end of the game. And even then, I was playing Rage Bait Hela. I was purposely only targeting their Hela for a few fights. It would give our team an advantage if I won. And that Hela would be like, bro, are you gonna leave me alone? Or she's gonna say, perfect. Now I'm going to keep peeking him until I win. And then she's going to throw her positioning, throw everything else, trying to beat me. And I don't even care. I can just ignore her. I can play around her. And I've basically mentally farmed one of their teammates. And this goes down to how important one teammate can be in a game that's equally skilled. Which, if you don't understand what I mean, each game there's 6 people. Assuming that all of us are equal skill, that one person is the difference between a win and a loss. Now, of course, it's never equal skill. You'll get one person that's amazing on one team and then one that's terrible and this and that, or just a group of people that are close but not really, there is an outlier, you know what I mean? But if all things are equal, meaning everyone has the exact same skill, experience, playstyle, everything, and then one person is farmed, that's it. That's the end of the game. You can't win from there because you're playing yourself, but 6 of yourself, and you're playing with 5 of yourself. There's no way you win. And then on top of that, even if you're not one of the people that throw, right? Losing to someone over and over or being hard targeted by somebody can make you even lose confidence in your aim, your playstyle, your everything. And speaking of your aim confidence, I've coached the aim of over 100 players, and I'm going to be giving away a free course at Gosu Academy on the 27th of May. So if you guys want to join for free, click the link in the description to join Gosu Academy, and I'll see you on the 27th. Now, besides just the mental part of rage baiting, there's a huge part that doesn't get shown in scoreboards, and it's actually the reason why, especially in higher ranks, rage baiting works so well. And let me explain. Now, on the scoreboard, it shows kills, final blows, healing, deaths, damage blocked, things like that. What it doesn't show is a tank's most important job, taking space. And taking space is one of the biggest differences between winning a game and losing a game. And let me give you an example. Have you ever been playing attack and you just cannot get past the main choke to get on point? It's like, you're getting almost spawn trapped and you don't even know why. It's like, I'm trying to kill people. I'm playing the same as I always do. Nothing's working. Nothing dies on their team. And we can't live for more than 5 seconds. And while this can be due to a lot of different things, one of the biggest things is space. Most of the reason why people can't do anything is because they're bad at taking space, or they just don't know how to, or, and this is the part where rage baiting comes in, nobody flanks, nobody takes off angles, and everyone just pushes from one main spot, praying that they can get through. And think about it from the enemy's perspective. What's harder? 6 people all in one spot that if I'm a squirrel girl, let's say, I can just spam left click forever and destroy everybody. Or one person behind me, one person to the left of me, 2 people to the right of me, and the rest of people in front of me. That sounds like hell on earth. Feels like I'm getting crushed. And that's the goal. With rage baiting, a lot of it is also getting behind them, making them all look at you, making them follow you. And that's the key part. Follow you. How many times have you played and Psylocke or some kind of flank player, even sometimes Hellas like to do it, or Punishers, which we won't talk about the validity of that play. But think about it also in the off-angle aspect. How many times have you chased somebody because they were somewhere behind you or to the side of you? And in your head, it's like, well, they're a free kill. Let me go get it. But magically, you try to chase them and you never can catch them. You just got rage baited. All right, you got completely baited. And they got what they wanted. They didn't have to shoot. They didn't have to die. They didn't have to take damage. They didn't have to do damage. They got you to make your fight weaker for your team all on your own. And what I mean is, now, if he baited you and now magically got back to the fight that you're supposed to be in, he gets to fight in that fight, his team gets to fight in that fight, and it's a fight of 6v5. Or, worst case scenario, he gets you to follow them, and then you have a tiny army of people waiting for you. And that's how it goes. And you should be thinking about how can you do that in your games. Now, one note, if you're bronze, and I'm talking about like before the reset, if you're bronze, silver, even platinum, it becomes less viable. It still works, right? But you yourself have to be better because you have to be pulling those 1v1s and winning them rather than just pulling them away from the enemy team. And the reason why is lower ranks, most people will not push off of the space you make. You'll make space, you'll get everyone to split up, you'll have the entire enemy team fighting you, your whole team will sit in the choke, be like, wow, I can't push in, guys. There's 2 Namor turrets right there. Oh my god, they might kill me. And then they throw. Trust me, it's happened hundreds of times to me. One time I was climbing at the start of a season. I think it was last season. Yeah, I think I was climbing season 1.5 and I was playing and my account had gotten reset. So I'm in like gold and I'm playing with actual gold players. And this was my Star-Lord. No, I think I was bronze actually. Yeah, if you guys don't remember, I did a series where I was playing Star-Lord climbing on him. And then life happened. Nana passed away. So yeah. And after that, I didn't play for like 2 months. And I'm bronze again. And mind you, I'm playing Star-Lord still. No matter what I did, if I didn't kill the person I kited, and if you don't know what kiting means, it's just basically getting them to come to you, like luring them towards you pretty much. That's the best way I can explain it. If I didn't kill the person I kited, my team would do nothing. So many times they would just sit there and it was nothing I could do. You know, I had to 1v6 or else, you know? So this won't work as well yet for you, but it'll teach you how to 1v1 better, which is its whole own video. You should definitely subscribe if you want to see a video on how to do 1v1s in this game, because a lot of people treat this game like it's 1v6. When realistically, you should be cutting it up into 1v1s or 1v2s so that you can actually win. There's never a chance in this game where if you could get less people to be in front of you, it's not better, if you understand what I mean. It's like you always want less people in front of you so you have a better chance of killing somebody. Or if you're like a precision character like Hela, you just shoot past everyone, you know? But that's also why Groot's so powerful. He forces 1v1s. Oh, you want to walk too close to me? Iron wall behind you, thorn wall behind you again. Now your team can't even save you if they wanted to. Good luck. And even Winter Soldier, that's another reason why he's so powerful. Pulls you out of your team, uppercuts you into their back line, and beats you to death. What do you do about that? So you should be thinking about how to set up 1v1s. Now, before we continue, I think this is a good enough time to have the middle of the yap. And if you guys are new here and you don't know what that is, it's the part of the video where I usually talk to the audience. And if you want to skip it, I always leave timestamps. Anyways, yo, I love you guys so much. I told people to subscribe in my last video. I got like 600 subscribers. Bro, that was so cool. I woke up, I was like, oh, we're about to hit 42K in a day. You know, I think I gained 1,000 subs yesterday. So welcome to all of you guys. Thank you. I don't know. I want to yap a little bit. Just want to tell you guys I love you, how awesome things are, and how much I appreciate you guys. I'm finally almost fully moved now, so that's good. And you guys will probably see how much more I've been uploading. I actually started doing shorts too. Shorts are a pain. You know, sometimes it doesn't tell me right away how good a short is, because shorts take time to ramp up. So I don't even know if what I'm making is good, bad, whatever. So we'll see. I also asked in the last video, but 2 things. If you watched this far, please leave a like or a comment, whichever one you guys want. It helps me a ton with my videos. And honestly, the nice ones help me feel a lot better. I'd read a lot of them. I just don't have the time to respond to a lot of them, but I'll do my best this one to try and respond or at least leave you guys a heart. And the second thing is giving me more video ideas. I don't know. It's hard to always think of video ideas, especially new ones that you guys will actually enjoy. Funny enough, the way I decided this one, I went on my home screen, saw a Rage Bait Spider-Man video, and I was like, the idea behind that's great. Rage baiting does work. I've done it. I did it before I even knew I was doing it. So I was like, why not? Let's make a video on it. Worst case scenario, it doesn't do great, but at least I made it, I tried, and maybe in the future I'll remake it to package it a little better, or who knows, you know? But I love you guys, and let's get back to the video. Now, I already talked about flanking, but a lot of people are scared to flank, and sometimes flanking is a death sentence. No matter how much you want to rage bait, if you're not Spider-Man or Psylocke or something, you try to flank, you're dead. But one thing about DPS that most people don't utilize is you should almost never be just sitting next to, okay, let me clarify. It's definitely not never. But if you can, try to play off angles always. And the reason why is, think about it like I mentioned earlier. What's harder? Everyone in front of you or everyone spread out? It's much harder to keep track of cover, protecting yourself, everything. Even if you have a wall protecting in front of you, then you have someone left, right, and behind. There's not enough cover in the world for that. So always be playing off angles. Try to find a way to make it as hard for the enemy team. And if you end up getting a guy, let's say, typing in chat, anything like that, abuse him, right? That's a funny way to say it is that's a sign of weakness. You see someone typing in chat saying, bro, are you gonna leave me alone? I actually was playing Moon Knight. Some guy commented, no, not commented. He typed in chat, he said, bro, Moon Knight, do you shoot anything but your Ankh? Meanwhile, I'm team MVP, hasn't died yet, anything. And after that, I made sure to hunt him down, only shoot my Ankh to beat him. Then I would type in chat. I didn't respond. All I said was, no. Can you guys imagine how mad he was? You're angry at someone, you talk trash, then they ignore your message, kill you again, and all they say is no. Bro, he added me and talked so much. It was insane. But that's all it takes. Rage bait, rage bait, rage bait. Because then all you have to do is turn one of the enemy team into a sleeper agent for you. Psyop one of them. Do whatever you got to do. Get one of them to turn on his team by throwing, getting a fried mental, over-peaking you too much, anything. All of these options work really well for rage baiting and getting the enemy team to throw. Throw for you. You know, you don't even need to do anything special. All you really need to do is get one of them on your team. Just one. And then for everyone who's ever been rage baited, how do you beat it? The main thing, one, obviously, listen, get rid of your mental. Fix it. Fix it. Do something. Do some push-ups every time you die. You know, or every time you get mad at the game, do some push-ups. You'll either get really jacked or get sick and tired of being mad. You know, the other thing, mute everybody. Please just mute everyone, even your teammates, because they'll make it even worse. You'll die to Spider-Man twice, then they'll say, oh yeah, dude, Spider-Man living rent-free in your head, huh? And that'll be it. That'll be the last tilting you ever needed. Then it's just, all right, you know what? I'm throwing. Forget it. So mute everybody. Focus on your game. And remember, it's okay to lose a 1v1 with someone in this game. Okay to not be able to beat them, right? Let's say in Hela as an example. If the enemy Hela is better than me, it's perfectly fine to stop fighting him. Shoot somebody else. Or wait. Hide behind a wall. Use the fact that the game is third person to your advantage. And once they switch their attention to somebody else, then take advantage. Then peek them. Then beat them. Because then, if you lose, okay, fine, you could delete the game, okay? But try to avoid tunnel visioning on one person for ego reasons, for whatever reasons, especially in lower rank. Just let them do what they're doing. If they're behind you, let them be behind you, right? Unless they're, let's say, Widow, who can almost one-shot you, ignore them, right? Let them do their thing. Then, once they put themselves in a bad position or a position that you actually can punish, then do something. Too many people do that out of order. They're trying to punish something before it happens. Meanwhile, you should be punishing it when it's about to happen. Not always, obviously. Yes, there's time to punish it before it happens, right? Like an Adam Warlock res. You don't want to just let him res first. You want to get rid of him. But you understand what I mean. For someone like Black Panther who's just going to tickle you and you know he doesn't have his ultimate, ignore him. Then when he comes, if you have a cloak and dagger, she'll throw her bubble, stand in the bubble, and then ignore him. Then if he has ult, stand in the bubble and then shoot him. Or stand in the bubble and pray for a healer ult or something. But running after him, letting him climb the wall, then giving him a 1v1 in some side room that you decided to follow him to, and then he gets a kill off you, which is exactly what he wanted. And I think Black Panther is a great example of this, because even when I first started playing the game, you have no idea how many times I saw Black Panther, followed him into a room trying to beat him, and then I got spit on. And then all of a sudden, my voice chat stopped working. And then I think the game magically stopped working too. It started looking a lot like my desktop. Anyways, if you guys like free stuff and you want a completely free aiming masterclass, check out the link in the description for Gosu Academy. And I'll see you guys on the 27th. And in the meantime, you can check out this 44-minute video of everything I've learned from coaching from bronze all the way up to eternity level players. I love you guys. Have a good one. God bless you.